Go ahead, man. It's all yours. You're on the red carpet.
Yeah.
You got
What did you think? Have you watched the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a few episodes, like 2, 3. I watched a few, but no, I think it's they put it together so well. It's great to be able to acknowledge how great Kansas City is. Coach Reed and everybody who's a part of this and who put this thing together. It's amazing.
How was it to kind of have to go through your story of how things have gone, leaving Kansas City and coming back?
Yeah, I mean, it was good, but, it's one of those things that's never easy. I'm grateful to be able to have the opportunity to be back here and, play, ball again for the, Chiefs. So, other than that, I just think they did a great job, putting it all together. My story, I don't ever like talking about it. I kind of try to forget about it. So that's where I stand.
How important was it for you to get that out there since you don't talk about it very much?
I mean, it was very important, but it's one of those things that I'm moving forward. I'm trying to better myself. Leave the past in the past, and that's how I look at it.
Are there now what sort of emotions bubbled up when you were watching the episodes?
I mean, for sure, it's never easy, seeing that and thinking about something that, really hurt me, so I don't even think about that.
Kareem, you mentioned so much about how Andy meant a lot to you and getting that chance. You still think every now and again about that call to come back to the Chiefs and how just a godsend it was for him to call?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Reed, he's one of the best to ever do it, man. He's one of those players, respect and, stand by his side. So I would never have anything, negative to say about nothing with the Chiefs or anything like that. So, I'm grateful to be back. I love the, Kansas City Chiefs. I love the kingdom. So that's where I'm gonna leave it at. I don't even like talking about, that situation. It's hard for me to watch. That's why I only could watch episodes or two. It means way more.
When you watched the first episode, there was the guys going in and seeing some of the history of the team. How much of that did you know, and how much of that was just cool to understand the team before you obviously joined?
I mean, my rookie year, they kind of filled us in on it, but I didn't know too much. I was learning still about it. I didn't know. Watching the first 2 seasons, I learned a lot, about the history, about the Chiefs and everything. So it was just one of those things, it's good to know. I want to go experience that and see that. So other than that, I'm just grateful to be back, man, and go out there and get to play football.
Yeah.